people. Don't get comfortable. Subscribe. Okay, so first things first, I want to get into Trim. Trim is posting pictures of her new Princess of Rap shirt that she's happy about. She is going crazy about. She loves this shirt so much that she's doing an awkward face and she's pointing at the words Princess of Rap. Sister, if I ever came across your shirt, I'm burning it. The shirt is gonna be burned in the trash. Like, I'm sorry. Why are you so pressed to bang this Princess of Rap stuff? I don't understand. You've been here for like 3 months, sis. You've been on the conversation for 3 months. It's too soon for all that. You know, mind you, Trim hasn't even established herself as a rapper, as a talented rapper. You know, she hasn't even established herself in one sound. Trim hasn't even established herself in one like identity. You know, you have a long way to go before you get the crown of anything. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe in manifestation. I do believe in that, but I also don't believe in delusion. I don't believe in delusion, sweetie. Okay, y'all be supporting delusions all day long. No, okay? If you're delusional, I'm gonna clock you real bad. But, you know, I love a good manifestation thing. Okay, yes, period. Okay, maybe she's manifesting the talent as well. Not just the title, you know, but I feel like if you gotta manifest the talent for that, baby, it ain't yours. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just being real. If you have to manifest talent to become successful, it's not yours. Sorry. Go find what you are talented in, Trim, and do that thing, okay? Now, I think Trim is really good at being a social media entertainer. She's funny. She's hilarious. She's cringy. All of that is what influencers do. You could be influencers, sis. You can do, TikTok lives for some money, but the rap thing, I'm not saying quit because you are still new and you still have time to figure it out and stuff, but hopefully as she gets older, she calms down. Hopefully as she gets older, she calms the hell down. And no shade, but if you have to do all this to prove that you're something, I regret to inform you, but you're not that. If you have to buy a shirt, put words on it, then wear it to claim something, then you're not that. Okay, Beyonce doesn't have to wear I'm Queen B shirt. Nicki Minaj doesn't have to wear a Queen of Rap shirt. Okay, Drake doesn't have to wear the Six Gods shirt. Like, nobody's doing that stuff. It's tacky. Michael Jackson never wore a King of Pop shirt or a King of Pop hat. Nobody does that. Someone needs to tell Cardi B and her team to leave the Nicki Minaj aesthetics alone. Leave it alone because it's getting to be very, very scary. Okay, Nicki Minaj, as you all know, she does the Harajuku aesthetic, the big boots, the tutus, the colorful colors, the pink, the wigs, colorful stuff, the nails. That was Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was doing this over, 13 years ago now? 14 years ago, right? And to see Nicki Minaj get copied by Cardi, it's kind of weird. It's strange. Like, I just, I really find it weird how nobody wants to have their own aesthetic or identity. And y'all might say, well, Nicki Minaj did not invent Harajuku. Duh. But Nicki Minaj brought Harajuku to the rap world. Like, let's be real. I didn't know what Harajuku was until Nicki Minaj was doing it. Even as a kid, I had no idea that was a thing. And so I seen Nicki Minaj wear Harajuku clothes. I didn't know what that was. Maybe because I don't know, but I just didn't know what that was. And I bet you Cardi B damn sure didn't know what Harajuku was until Nicki Minaj did it. Okay, and also, you can tell it's Nicki Minaj coded because even Nicki Minaj's Harajuku look has a certain style to it, a certain aesthetic to it, It doesn't really give fully Harajuku. When Nicki does it, it gives Nicki Minaj meets Harajuku. So then, therefore, it's called Harajuku Barbie. That's the aesthetic, you see? But Cardi, you have on Harajuku Barbie down. Like, it's this gonna have to stop. The plagiarism has to stop. Right now, the girls are doing a Nicki Minaj cosplay contest. It's like, I feel like there's a label right now or a management or like an industry challenge. Whoever can cosplay Nicki Minaj the most within the next 3 months gets a bonus on their checks for the month as an artist. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes. Like, there's like somebody in the industry, okay, copy Nicki Minaj lyrics and I'll give you $20K this week. Like, I know it sounds crazy and like weird, but that's what it's feeling like. And mind you, this aesthetic does not look good on Cardi. It does not match her at all. This aesthetic is not really giving tea on Cardi B. I'm not rocking with it. It's not really cute on her. It looks forced. It looks tacky. People are saying, oh, well, it's because she was at a event with her child to go see the Cat's Eye group. And, and Cardi B was trying to copy what Cat's Eye wears. Cat's Eye does not wear colored wigs. Cat's Eye does not have on this type of aesthetic. I know she was going to support the band Cat's Eye, but Cat's Eye does not wear this type of stuff. This is Nicki Minaj coded. Stop. Ariana, it's time! Ariana Grande returns back to touring for the first time. And some of you all may say, well, this is not really a gag. This is not a gag. We don't care. It's been 7 years. Yes, 7 years. Her last tour was for her Sweet World Tour, which was amazing. I love that show. I watched it on Netflix. It was just so good. When life deals us cards. Okay, let me stop now. Ariana, congrats, boo. I will be getting tickets. I don't care what anybody gotta say. Y'all can be like, oh, they're so expensive. It's so expensive. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for a coin. Don't judge me. If I don't judge you, don't judge me. Okay? It ain't illegal. And it ain't too low morals, but it ain't right. It ain't right. I'm playing, y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I promise you I'm just playing. But I will eventually find a way to go to the show. Now, Ariana, it's been since 2019 since you went on tour. I want to see what you're going to give. I want to see what you're going to give. People are saying you look sick, so I hope you are okay. They said Ariana Grande's weight is really thin right now, but that's her business. She may be having health issues. Y'all be so judgmental on weight. And it's like, you don't know what people are going through. People are going through a lot of dark stuff. But, unfortunately, Ariana Grande is famous, so they're going to be investigating every little thing that she does and doesn't do. But I can't wait to see the clips online. I can't wait to see what she gives on tour. Hopefully I like it. I think tonight will be the deciding factor if I really buy a ticket. Okay? Tonight will be the deciding factor, for real. Like, Ari, if the outfits look a mess, chop. The live vocals not eating, that's rare. That's rare, but she can sing. If the set list ain't good, chop. If I don't hear my favorite songs, chop. If you look a mess, chop. The dancers look a mess, chop. You can't dance right, chop. You look tired, chop. You look bored, chop. Moving on to Spin That Trash. Young Miami Spin That Trash has entered the top 10 on the U.S. Apple Music. Everybody's loving the song. Like, I'm in my family group chat, my siblings saying, oh my God, have you heard this Carisha song? Mind you, they're straight. They're straight. I'm like, what are y'all gagging over a Carisha song for? Y'all got girlfriends. Y'all have girlfriends. Why aren't the girlfriends gagging? They gagging more than their girls. That's crazy to me. But when I heard this song, you know, like months ago, I just cannot get over this. I really cannot get over how this song has got up on the charts. People are liking it. My family group chat is popping off from this damn song. My friends in the club twerking on their man in the club to this song. Like, it's just what happened. You know, what happened? But I'm starting to realize that I don't think anybody cares about quality anymore. Quality is out the window. Nobody cares about that. People just want to have fun. And that's cool. But at what point in time does having fun, like, how, okay, like, so because it's fun, does that mean we need to remove the quality control? Like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all? Like, should we stop caring about the actual skill, but because it's fun, it doesn't matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, let's just talk, let's chat. Moving on to Baby Mama Drama Lotto. Her new song called Hostage with 21 Savage is about to enter the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Okay? Everybody's clapping. Everybody's going crazy. Oh my gosh, Big Mama, go Big Mama. You lit, you that girl, you the shit. No, she's not anything. She's not, like, no. I've asked all my friends, you know, have y'all tuned into this? Is this what y'all like? They all said no. They all hated it. Okay, they're not choosing to play the song or play the album. They gave it a few listens one time, then they all said, nah, it ain't good. Okay, they said it's just a 21 Savage dedication album and a baby mama tribute to her baby mama era in her life, which, let's be real, nobody cares about. But I do think that when it comes down to Lotto and this new era, she is charting, but she's not charting high. She's not charting where, okay, you bet, like, oh, she's top 10, top 3, top 5. She hasn't had a top 3 hit since that Big Energy song. And let's be real, Big Energy was only successful because of the sample. It was because it was a nostalgia bait. Moving on to Lizzo and Nicki Minaj, she has openly admitted to trying to create beef with Nicki Minaj to sell her album. So Lizzo basically confirming that she's trying to create a beef with Nicki to sell her album because nobody wants to listen to it. Okay, Lizzo said that nobody wants to play her positive music. So Lizzo said, you know what? She took matters in her own hands and she decided, okay, bet, I'm going to create beef. Well, not create beef, but I'm going to push beef because beef sells. Lizzo, beef sells when both parties are actively involved in it. Nicki Minaj is not paying you any mind. Okay, Lizzo said, oh, beef sells, beef sells. And I'm sure you would know, Lizzo, every time you pull your greasy ass to Five Guys and get some beef burgers, I'm sure you know beef sells, honey, but oh, beef definitely sells. But beef also sells when it makes sense, when it's good, when it's tasty, when the fries align with the flavor of the burger, and the drink can top off the meal, okay? You can't have beef without people feeding you back into it and making it back and forth. When Drake and Kendrick beef, Kendrick profited, you know? When Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim beef back in the day, Nicki Minaj profited, you know? So Lil Kim, you know, talk to Lizzo. Lil Kim, have a combo with Lizzo. Let her know, baby, this not gonna work. Like, let her know, baby, going against Nicki Minaj is not gonna work. You know, Lotto, have a talk with Lizzo, please. Okay, y'all need to understand. Now, Lizzo, you all may wonder, okay, so how many streams did she get from doing this whole beef thing, the whole dissing thing? How many, you know, numbers is she getting from this? The official full day numbers for her new album came in, and she got 633,000 total streams for her project. And most of it is from the song Sexy Ladies. Mind you, if you're from DC, DMV, you know Sexy Ladies, that song already has an audience built in it, so we already been banging that song for 20 years now. Like, that song is old. We've been on Sexy Ladies. Sexy Lady. She just ripped it off, colonized it, called it a day. Sis, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why that song even has 200,000 streams. They said, congrats to a Grammy-winning female rapper Lizzo. Her new album debuted with a shocking 600,000 streams. No, not a single song, but the whole album did 600K. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Okay, this is like a joke. If I was Lizzo, I wouldn't even just retire. I would retire without announcing it. I would just go, you know? But Lizzo, baby, you know, I won't be surprised if she tries to do some more tactics, you know, to try to increase streams. But imagine doing all these tactics already before and only getting 600K. I would be embarrassed. I would be. But I don't think Lizzo gets embarrassed, and that's her problem. Lizzo doesn't get embarrassed at all. She kind of thrives off of embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to Scary Movie. Y'all, it's not looking too good. Well, it's looking good for them, but in terms of, I'll tell you later. So Scary Movie 6 is on pace to set a franchise record after a stellar opening day. Paramount and Miramax's Scary Movie 6, the first in the parody series, helmed the Wayans brothers since 2001. Scary Movie 2 grossed $24.7 million domestic on Friday. By Sunday, the irreverent horror comedy is expected to make $56 million, which is more than enough to earn the title of best opening in Scary Movie history. That record belongs to Scary Movie 4, which debuted $49.7 million in 2006. The movie carries a $30 million price tag. That's kind of cheap for a movie. That's kind of cheap. I don't know. That's very cheap. You know, some movies be like 150 million, 200 million. But I guess, you know, this movie wasn't really, you know, I guess it's a parody movie, so it doesn't really need that much work in it. Now, I've heard some reviews. I've seen it myself yesterday. My family hates it. They said the jokes are not good. They said it started off great, then it ended off bad. I can see that for sure. You know, I can definitely see that. Some of the jokes just felt like expected. Like, you know, the lockdown jokes, the ice jokes. You know, those jokes, okay, all right, you know. And they kind of didn't really spin some jokes in a way where it was genuinely clever. It was like kind of obvious. But I guess that's the parody of Scary Movie. But let's talk, y'all. Did you enjoy it? I think it was entertaining enough to get out the house and watch it. But to like go online and like make a whole essay about how great it was, I don't think anybody should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a scary movie. But I'm glad that they're gonna be making their coin. I am kind of tired of seeing the debates online. Only because y'all like you cannot compare this movie to an actual film. That's why it's like it's like you can't expect that. It's like trying to expect a toddler to know how to drive. It's like expecting a fish to know how to be able to pay a bill. Like it's like it was never intended to be that in the first place. So if it is kind of bad or whatever, you know, it's expected. I'm not disappointed. You know, I'm not disappointed. It's just you know, it's cool. It's cool. Moving on to Bia and Cardi B. It seems like Bia is getting the last laugh. So Bia's We On Go received 543,235 streams yesterday on Spotify. Ooh, okay, Bia, your number's going up low-key. Bia, it's time to drop that deluxe for your new album. And they said that she is out streaming Cardi B's newly released 24-track album, which received a total of 514,000 streams yesterday on the Spotify counter. Which, if you ask me, Bia is winning, you know? But I really contribute a lot of Bia's success right now due to the fact that Cardi B was giving Bia promo on the tour. Yes, Cardi B would say, name 5 Bia songs, gun pointed to your head. Bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is promo to Bia, you know? But I'm actually happy to see Bia getting some noise. You know, Bia deserves it in some capacity because she's been doing music for a long time, but she never really had her own solo moment. You know, well, she has, but not like this. You know, this is cute. It's not big, but it is cute, you know? Moving on to Beyoncé and Britney Spears, they say who had a bigger impact in the 2000s, all right? They say, why is Britney's pick from the 2000s and Beyonce's from the 2020s? Who has the bigger career overall, in general? Beyonce. Who had the bigger impact in the 2000s? Britney Spears. Hit Me Baby One More Time was crazy. That was a moment. That alone clears Crazy in Love. I'm just being real. Okay, that song alone cleared Crazy in Love. Womanizer cleared Crazy in Love. Deja Vu cleared. Okay, but I think overall Beyonce has the crown. But like for that era and decade, Britney Spears was everywhere. Like that's not even a question. You know, I'm kind of finding it strange how you know we keep comparing Beyonce to everybody. Kind of shows you who is the one who is winning overall. Okay, Beyonce is winning overall for sure. But do y'all agree, or y'all feel like Britney Spears is the winner overall? Okay, I don't know. I think whoever has a better catalog and whoever thinks that they're the best artist, it's all like just based on your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really like just say, okay, this person's the best because of this and this chart. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. So let's talk about shut. Moving on to Doechii. Doechii, what are you doing, sis? Doechii said that she recently went through all of Jay-Z's discography and was dumbfounded by the kind of brilliant rapper he is. Girl, I know you want a Beyonce collaboration. I know you want a Jay-Z collab, but you don't have to do all this deriding for his old music. It's okay, boo. Doechii says, I'm from the South, and I didn't grow up a lot on Jay-Z, thank God. But then she says, but I recently went through all of his discography, and I'm like, oh my God, everybody knows he's crazy, but damn. Sweetie, first of all, you're late. Number one, you're late. And number two, why are you, this timing is weird. You know, all the drama going on, the allegations going on, and you want to choose now to be a Jay-Z fan? It just screams a bit weird to me, a little bit strange, a little corny, a little tacky. Okay, little girl, I don't know. But I do think that when it comes down to it, Doechii, I think maybe Doechii just wants to, you know, tell the world that she likes Jay-Z so that she can get that Beehive support, get that, you know what I'm saying, get that Carter support. You know, she wants that. You know, she wants to also be on Rock Nation. You know, let's be real. The girls want to be on Rock Nation because Rock Nation, they have a lot of connections and ties. Let's be real. They may be crazy and, you know, have all these crazy, like, connections and drama and stuff, but they got the industry on lock. They have a lot of power. So Doechii's trying to ease her way into that Rock Nation bag. You know, she wants to be sister wives with Megan Thee Stallion. We're gonna see how that go. I knew it. Moving with Taylor Swift, with my Swifties at Get Up. Her new song, I Knew It, I Knew You, has debuted with 10.4 million streams on Spotify, and this song has really grown me bad. Like, this song has really, really, really grown me. I love it a lot, actually. You know, and it's kind of crazy because I'm not really a Taylor Swift country music fan like that. Like, her country music don't really be doing it for me, for real. But I can say is I'm a fan of this song. I am. I'm genuinely excited for this movie now, and I'm not even a kid, but like I just will go see the movie just for Taylor Swift. Like, no shade, like that's just kind of what I'm feeling like right now. You know, I'm kind of feeling that vibe, okay? But let's talk, let's chat. So what's your opinion? With my Swifties at Get Up, Get Up, Get Up. Brush your teeth, because sometimes y'all be nasty in the mouth, okay? Moving on to Tinashe. Her new song, Too Easy, is out now, and I played it. I love it. But I want to get into her video. She put a video out for the song as well, and she's doing it down. The choreo is tea, her body is tea. The song is really good. I like this, although it kind of gives me Cat's Eye music a bit, if you kind of look at it like that. Kind of reminds me of Gnarly a little bit, kind of Cat's Eye. If you know Cat's Eye, you know how they sound. But it kind of gives me Cat's Eye, but it's still cute. I'm not mad at this song at all, Tinashe. I love Tinashe's music. I love all that she stands for. But I also love that she is leaning more into what makes her popular. You know, I told y'all, her song, No Broke Boys, it was kind of flopping until it got a remix that was like an EDM type of beat, you know, club banger. And Tinashe is tapping more into that energy, into that vibe, you know, that club banger, you know, music, you know what I'm saying? So I love it for her. Congrats, Tinashe. Period, boo. I love to get on, I love to get some.